Welcome. I'm Meredith. This is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot, all about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. And tonight I have a comparison video. This was requested by Sharon of Trio of Witches Tarot. So we have the Crystal Forest Oracle. This is the second edition, and it is by Jess Purser. And the Soul Trees, this is the Ascension deck version by Allison Williams Yee. So now, this deck I've had longer, but I haven't used it in a while. No, I have a lot of decks. And this has 80 cards. I'm not sure how many this one has. I feel like a bit less than that. Guessing around 50-ish, but I could be wrong. The cardstock is a little bit thicker in this deck. This cardstock feels like maybe like a Llewellyn type of cardstock, I guess. And to show you size, I'd say this one's pretty dead on standard tarot size. This one is maybe just a teensy bit shorter than a standard tarot. And a little bit wider, like a typical oracle. So those are the backs. Now, I actually kind of ran through these together before filming this, and I gotta tell you, I love these together. I think they just work wonderfully together. Obviously it's my personal thing. Now, the thing about this deck, the Crystal Forest, it does combine the crystal with the trees. So here we have chrysoprase and forgiveness. So we get one keyword, and you can see it's kind of overlaid. Here we have a tree and a keyword. I mean, and there's more, but you know what I'm saying. There's no crystal. And sometimes not a tree. The other thing, I think, look at how, this deck, for me, is very, very earthy. It's crystals, forests, earthy. This deck, it's got trees, and it's got trees in the name, but it's also got soul in the name. And I think that's important because for me, this deck is more the spirit element than the earth element. And even the keywords, I think, for the most part, are really keyed into the spirit. I think that a lot of the keywords in this, so we have like the path, which is great, ascension, follow through, bloom, so beautiful. Compared to, for example, we have stability with mucolite, truth with blue apatite, passion with ruby. So I don't feel like, I didn't go through, card by card to see if there are any that are the same, but so far none have stood out. I think they're so nice together. And I think that they complement each other really, really well. And another thing is, because this deck is paired with the crystals, what I've been doing... where's my course, I don't have rainbow fluorite within reach. Wait a minute. Eventually, I will get to one that I have. Wait, citrine. It's a very washed out citrine, but it's citrine. So I've been pairing it with the crystals, and I really like that kind of added, that added dimension. So I think eventually I'm going to get a whole set of polished stones to match to this deck, at least for all the ones that I can, because I really like it together. Hamilton, please stop. Come here. Sorry, I don't know what's going on outside. I love it. Can I just show you? So I'm actually wearing, so I love this. I got this from Etsy. But you could get it engraved on the back with whatever you want. Just saying. Love that. It's so funny that I'm wearing this today. But anyway. Yeah. So like here we have bloodstone and altruism. And then we have discover I am. It just, I think it just works so nicely together. I really don't feel like there's a redundancy between the decks, personally. And I really love them together. Now, if you want to see how these might be in like a reading, let's do that. Just to kind of see it maybe more, how you might work with the decks. Okay, so say you wanted to do a reading with both decks. You might start with one as your base, and it could be for anything, but just for example, I don't know what I need to really focus my energy on today. Whoa. So here we have Bumblebee Stone and self-esteem. That's a great thing to focus on. Okay. So then might switch to the other deck and say, okay, I need to focus on my self-esteem. What's something that I need to understand about myself? Because a lot of times we miss some of the most wonderful things about ourselves. So what do I need to really understand about who I am as a person, as a being? What do I need to understand that maybe other people can see? And even if they can't, who cares? What's that thing about myself that's important, that needs to be seen and known? Maybe that you're overthinking things too much. Maybe sometimes when you can quiet yourself, quiet your mind, those most important things come forward. That natural rhythm begins to grow. That rhythm that really can lead you so powerfully to that place that you need to be for yourself. Not for anyone else, just for you. And by giving yourself that time, that quiet, to reconnect with that rhythm, create that high vibration for yourself. And of course you understand that like attracts like. So maybe by being more present, really noticing yourself and all of your wonder, all the things that are so unique and special to you. By creating that higher vibration for yourself. Becoming more in tune with your spirit, with that deeper, that higher you. And this one went running, so we're going to go with it. And we have intellect. And by being more in tune with that higher you, perhaps creating that bridge between the conscious and the unconscious minds, perceiving so much more about yourself, about all of your possibilities, your capabilities. Understanding more and more how wonderful you are and how wonderful it can be to be spontaneous, to be in the moment, being true to yourself. Not that part of you that can sometimes get in the way in that day-to-day, that overthinks, that overshadows, that beautiful, pure inner self of joy, of love, of absolute perfection, that perhaps up until now you've almost half forgotten about. Understand that by being aware more and more every day of how unique, how important you are, so many ways, in every way, so that you can live that authentic life. So, I mean, that's just one example of how one might read with both decks. I'm actually really, really loving it. And if any of that resonated with you, that's fabulous. Sometimes I just feel kind of moved to share things, and this was one of those times. I didn't really plan on it, but there you have it. But I do kind of feel like when I'm prompted to do that, there's a reason. And, you know, even if it's just for one person, I hope it reaches you. And I hope it gives you what you need in this moment. And let me know what you think. If that resonated with you at all, let me know. If you like these decks together, if you don't, do you have one or both? Would you work with one or both? What do you think, Sharon? I am really loving these together. I think there's just a really special I think it's really special how they feel together for me. But let me know what you think. And until next time, just be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best. Only the best. All the best, and that is my wish for you.